Y'all ready?
Trick with her mouth, nigga. Heard she can do some trick with her mouth, nigga. Heard that bitch got a thing for them false nigga. Heard she be laying on them boy that floss, nigga. I heard she can do some tricks with her mouth, nigga. I heard.
What's up to the baddest bitches and the realest niggas out there? Period. I'm here, you here. So let's get into this motherfucking story time. Already read the title, or you don't know what this video finna be about? It's about to be about my first sneaky link, and it is full of tea because it got messy. It got messy, period. So anyway, long story short, this how I'm gonna give it to y'all. So we're gonna have nicknames for certain people. We're not gonna say their real name because we don't want people to get their feelings or get offended or feel like a bitch is pressed, period. So we're gonna give nicknames, but I was gonna give nicknames that sounded familiar to their real names so people could catch on real quickly. But then I thought about it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna say a name and then stick with that name as the nickname. That's what we're gonna go with. And if you know, you know. If you don't know, don't know. Just listen to the fucking story time. Ooh, YouTube gonna get me because I'm cussing. They already gonna get me for copyright for the intro. So basically, this is how it started. So I'm gonna give y'all a full rundown. So I ain't gonna just start with the sneaky link. I'm gonna give y'all a full rundown of what led up to the sneaky link. But I'm just gonna do it briefly. So don't be sitting right here waiting for me to go into it because this is a whole nother story time. So I'm just gonna go briefly into the beginning part. So me and the person that I had a sneaky link with, we're gonna name him Mark. We're gonna name him Mark, but his name was already him. Remember what I said in the beginning, if you know, you know. Me and Mark had got into it. We was beefing because I was beefing with one of his quote unquote friends, but really he didn't know her. Like, that was really my friend, but he didn't know her. But he was co-signing with his little dog puppet, and that was her friend, so he felt the need to jump in it, and I almost got his shit beat the fuck up. But anyway, we was fussing on the freaking Instagram back and forth or whatever, and so it was always up, like it was smoke or whatever, and he didn't like my first love, but that's another story time in itself. So what happened was, we was beefing, we was going at it, we was supposed to fight, So one night, I'm leaving my best friend's house, and I get picked up by one of my friends, and we go to her baby daddy's house, and then she get into it with her baby daddy, and then I had to fight. And it was just the tea, the mess. And so I ended up going live. And if you know me, you know that my lives be jumping, like they be popping, they be full of tea. So when I went live, Mark joined. When Mark joined, I didn't think nothing of it because I'm like, okay, Mark just joined my live. I mean, it's nothing, like I'm gonna give what I give. And then he just commented, and I was like, oh, friendly, but I didn't say nothing. So then I was just like, anybody who want to link or whatever, anybody who want to meet up, anybody who wants to, you know, do something, like, cause I'm fucking bored, I got this, I got that. And I didn't think nothing of it at the time. Like, nobody, you know, it was like 20 people up there. I mean, people was like, yeah, but I was just like, you know, bitch, I'm bullshit. I ain't finna do no longer and send my ass to sleep. But then when I ended my live, Mark texted me, but Mark didn't text me off his page. Mark texted me off of his spam page, or just a backup page, because he had a girlfriend. His girlfriend name, what her name gonna be? Her name gonna be TT. So Mark's girlfriend TT, she had his main page password, so he really didn't want to text her, text off his main page. So he was texting off his spam. But we was texting through like little pictures, because really I don't like, you know, sending messages all like that, because I don't want it to get screenshotted, or, you know, didn't feel like a bitch on screenshot. Because when I was younger, I used to give tea. Like, I like two boys. But that was then, and I've changed now. So some niggas be scared, but I ain't even like that no more. So, you know, I just do the pictures or do the Snapchat, because it's like, bitch, you don't gotta worry about nothing, period. So basically, he would text me or whatever, and I didn't think it was him. So then he sent me a picture, and I was just like, ooh, this Mark fine, tall, mixed up. Anyway, so Mark gave me his Snapchat. Because at first I didn't believe it was Mark. Like, I really didn't. Like, even after the picture, I was like, maybe that was really a picture that he already had. So then he went to Snapchat and was texting on Snapchat or whatever, and then he sent me a picture, like a real picture, like on the little shriek thing, so you know it's really them. And it was given. Like, I knew it was him. And then we texted back first. He was like, well, what you want? You said, pop out or whatever. I'm in Washington. I'm like, remind you, he's staying in this other place that's like 10 minutes from Washington. But it's still considered Washington, but it's not considered Washington because it got a different name and it's real deep in the country, but we're not gonna get into that. Anyway, so I was like, you in Washington? Well, where you at? Like, we being friendly. So, we started texting or whatever. And he like, yeah, I did have weed, but I ended up smoking it because he was taking too long. Like, it took him an hour and 30 minutes to get all his shit together and like, get to where he needed to be in the conversation. So, me being me, I didn't give into it. So then he was like, if we smoke and I ask you to do something, you gonna do it? And I was like, what? Who? Me? Anyway, so basically he was like, I was like, what? Because I gotta play dumb, I gotta play slow, I gotta play hard to get. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, I don't know what you talking about. And he was like, S&D. For those of y'all who don't know what S&D means, S&D means stuck my eggplant. Anyway, and I was like, I sent a little emoji, the little what I'm the emoji, because it won't give it. Like, it was given, but it won't give it. Like, I don't know about to, tell him that. Like, you gotta be, you can't just be giving it up like that. So he was just basically like, oh, I'm on the way or whatever, to what I said. I was like, maybe. Basically, I said maybe with a emoji, but person emoji. So then he shared his location with me on Snapchat. So when he shared his location with me on Snapchat, it was up the road. It said a 2-minute walk. So I was like, oh, 2-minute walk. Remind you, I'm fat. Well, I'm not fat. I'm out of shape. And I'm not athletic. And walking is not really my cup of tea, really. I like my calories. But that thing said 2-minute walk. And remind you, we don't walk to niggas. We don't do that. But this is when it was sneaky link season. And everybody had him a sneaky link. And really, he was really cute. And it was like, bitch, I always talk, like, we used to. Anyway, so I ended up walking, long story short. And I took a knife with me because I didn't know how Mark was giving it up because this could have been a setup or anything, but I was dumb. Like, I wasn't dumb, but I was dumb. Like, I was like, bitch, it's motherfucking Mark. Like, bitch, who not finna talk to Mark? Like, it's Mark. Like, the fuck is Mark? If you know, it's Mark. So I walked over there, and the crazy thing is, one of his side bitches lives like right by where he was at, but he was staying at his friend's house, but his side bitch stayed right there. And then I was just like, this is like a little fishy ass situation, but I'm about my business because I don't care. And I stood out there for like 10 minutes waiting for him, like 10 good ass minutes. And he finally walked out there, and then, he gave me a hug or whatever. And I was just like, oh, we real friendly. Okay, push the knife down in the pocket because bitch, you want to know. Then knife decided to fall, but we're not gonna get into that right now. So we walking or whatever, and it's just giving like pushing, farting, a kiki, a ka. Like, it's really giving. But I'm just like, bitch, we just need to get to the house. So we walking to my house. And it's like the walk got faster when he was with me. I don't know. We were just, I don't know. We just, whew. So basically, when we got in my house, we went upstairs. And bitch, I could not find my lighter. Like, I could not find my lighter for nothing. Like, I promise y'all, like, I could not find my lighter. Remind you, this is my first sneaky link, so I'm really embarrassed. Like, I got all this stuff and I cannot find my lighter. Like, how am I supposed to smoke without a lighter? Like, how is we supposed to smoke without a fucking lighter? YouTube gonna get me. I gotta watch my mouth. But how we gonna smoke? Like, how me and Mark gonna smoke? Like, Mark looking at me and I'm looking at Mark like, I don't know. What you want me to do? I don't know, right? The stove, we got one of them bougie white folks stoves, so it don't got the little tick, 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 or the little things, they flat, and it don't like that stuff like that. It don't give that. So, somebody text me. Anyway, so, Mark was just in there. He's just like, fuck. So I did have some liquor or whatever. So, Mark got some liquor in his system. So I'm like, y'all, you gotta get it like how you get it. So I was like, Mark, you wanna watch a movie? Let's watch a movie. So he was like, yeah, sure. But then I heard somebody walk in the door downstairs. And I was like, ooh, who the fuck? So I walked downstairs and good thing it was my uncle. And I got me a good lighter. And we went upstairs and we smoked. And I got Mark real high. Well, not real high, but Mark was high because I was smoking on my weed with you. Period. We smoked like a blunt, maybe half a blunt. It wasn't even a full one. It was barely even. Anyway, so I already walked to get you like the fuck. So he got a little high, get a little drunk. And remind you earlier, he has asked me if he asked me to suck his dick, what I'm gonna do. Act a fucking fool. Anyway, so basically, this is what happened, y'all. I'm gonna need y'all to get into it. Cause this part right here is why this sneaky link was not it. This is why this sneaky link won't keep me. I went and walked and got him at 2:30 a.m. We got to the house around 2:50, about 3, because I had to stand outside and do all of that, and then we walked and we was playing. And my daughter walked, said 2 minutes, they fucking lied. It's a fucking long ass walk. I don't know who the fuck was walking, who the fuck did that. But I walked downstairs, I got a lot of went upstairs, so we did it. So he gets in the bed, and I get in the bed, but like I'm laying in the motherfucking bed. He's at the fuck of the bed. Why? No one knows, but I let him have it. And we were watching a movie or whatever, and I want y'all to get into this. Bitch, we fell asleep. We fell asleep. Like, sleep. Knocked. Gone. Like, the fuck. Like, nothing. Like, literally, we started watching the movie, and then, like, we was kiki can. And then we went out. Like, he was asleep, I was asleep. I woke up, like, damn. Like, when I woke up, he was asleep. He looked real cute. Mark looked real cute. But I was just like, did this nigga, I make this walk to sleep? I wasted my time for a nap? Asleep? Exit stage left. Anyway. So, y'all get into this. I was supposed to do something for my grandma downstairs. I was supposed to move the couch because we was getting a brand new couch. So, I was supposed to move the couch, but I never moved the couch because Mark ended up coming and, bitch, I didn't have the time. So, she was coming back to the house the next day. So, Mark was in the bed with me. And my friend was supposed to come over. We're going to give her name was Lexus. Just know it's a car. My friend Lexus was coming over. And my cousin Ace was with Lexus, where they ended up meeting up at the corner. And then my friend Kiki, we're going to give her Kiki. My friend Kiki, everybody ended up meeting up. And I told Lexus that Mark was with me. I explained that. But they was supposed to all be coming to my house. My grandmother ended up pulling up to my house. So at my house, this is where all the tea happened. They were downstairs. My grandma pulled up. They had liquor bottles or whatever. And now this is when the story time get good. So I'm like, I gotta like go walk around the corner, do stuff. What the fuck is y'all done? Bitch, run. But Mark's still in the house, sitting on the fucking chair like he's supposed to be there. Like I didn't just tell him, my grandma is outside. Bitch, exit out the back door, you dumb. But he didn't leave. So he was sitting on the chair, he said, I could just say, I'm Lex's cousin, we can work the whole lot. I was like, all right, that's not believable. Because my grandma didn't know Lexus was supposed to stay with me that night. So it wasn't really too much of an issue. So I walk outside and remind y'all, nights prior to this, I had lost my V card to this boy. We're going to give his name. His name is Teven. We're going to give him Teven. I lost my V card to Teven a couple of nights prior, maybe like a week prior. And he was staying at the house with me as well. And, you know, like, but he was messing with the girl across the street. So we weren't really like, he fell in love with me. I liked him, but, you know, he fell in love with me. I was doing me, period. Nobody told him to go stupid. So tell me why I walk outside, y'all. Remind y'all, sneaky link. This supposed to be sneaky, not supposed to be no nigga in the house, but the main side nigga outside. What the fuck? So I walk outside and tell my the main side nigga is talking to my grandma. Like, remind y'all, at the time I'm 15, the main side nigga is older than me. When I say older than me, he's like older than me. I was 15 at the time and he was older than me. So I'm gonna let y'all figure out the numbers of how older than me is, because I didn't give y'all a range, but just know it was between the ages 18 and 20. Older than me, so why the fuck? And he just out there like, I just love Seven, and yeah, and I want to be with Seven, and I care for Seven, and I just want to check consent to date Seven, because I just really want to be with him. And I walked outside and I was like, and my grandma was like, what? No, I just don't think Seven is in a good headspace to do da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, my sneaky link in the house, he hear this, and even though he got a girlfriend, so nobody care, but you out here with, oh, hell nah. So I blinked. I was like, bitch, don't you motherfucker talk to my grandma. I don't fucking like you. Don't talk to me ever again. I don't want to be with you. I don't care. I don't care about you. I don't, because now, bitch, I'm trying to get him out. Because, bitch, I want him to get away. Because my sneaky link in the house, and I need to get my grandma gone so my friends come over. So sneaky link can be part 2. And, you know, I'm trying to make moves. Like, for real, I'm trying to make moves. But I can't make moves if people is in the motherfucking way. So it's time to fucking leave. And my grandma was like, why you do him like that? See, that's what I'm talking about. Girl, you want to let him date me anyway. So, like, why would you worry? So she started walking up the steps to get in the house. And I'm just like, this boy is on the couch, just minding his business. Oh, well, let's go. So we stepped in the house and she says, well, who the fuck is that? Oh, him. That's Lex's cousin, Mark. You know, Lex's cousin? Yeah. The one that's staying? Yeah, he just waiting for Lexus to get her. She went to the store, you know, she brought him or whatever. He leaving. Grandma wasn't feeling into that. She was like, it's something going on. It's something more than that. That you been, no ma'am. So Mark stayed or whatever, and she's like, and my grandma was just mad, like, why you ain't do this, why you ain't do that? And I was like, because I'm like, Mark, just walk outside, like, leave. So Mark get up, walk outside, Lex is outside, Ace outside, Kiki outside, they all outside. Now remind y'all, TT and Kiki is best friends. And that is Mark's girlfriend, TT. And that's their best friend. So, get into it now. Get into it. If you know, you know. Get into it now. Ain't that a little fishy? And girl, you sitting right here, but you ain't gonna tell your best friend. Anyway, so my grandma kicked everybody out. She fussed. Lexus got drunk. Kiki was at my house with no ride. Mark didn't want to leave. Like, it was just so much. And the funny thing is, Mark and Kiki started talking. And Kiki is TT best friend. So I'm like, well, bitch, what the fuck? That was my dick. Like, what? And Lex is throwing up in the airport. So then my grandma blanking for her. She's like, everybody get the fuck out. Like, nobody can stay the night. But I snuck. Lex went home because she was fucked up. I snuck Kiki and Mark back in the house. Because, bitch, I was going to get my time with Mark. Bitch, Kiki, you can go to fuck to sleep. Bitch, I'm going to get my time with Mark to that. The fuck. So, long story short, my grandma walks inside the house. And I thought she was gone. So she comes back. And we all upstairs. And, bitch, all I know is Kiki got drugged out the closet by him. Mark was in the bed. Mark was good. I was just really worried about Mark. Sorry, Kiki. Love you, sis. But I was worried about Mark staying under that bed. so I could leave with Mark. But nah, we all got kicked the fuck out. She kicked everybody out. So when she kicked everybody out, where the fuck we gonna go? We always have a backup plan, bitch. So we all went to my house. And we all bunched up on this motherfucking couch, y'all. And when I say y'all, we bunched up on this motherfucking couch, let me get y'all the tea. Bitch, remind y'all, Kiki and TT are best friends. But she's cuddled with her best friend's nigga. And she has a nigga. Me, on the other hand, I'm laying on him too. And his arm is wrapped around me. So no, at this point, it's like, bitch, do you want to fight about this dick? Do you want to fight about this dick, bitch? Because we can fight about this motherfucking dick. But she didn't want to fight about it because it wasn't even her motherfucking dick. I mean, I could say if it was hers, but it wasn't even hers, bitch. It wasn't mine either. It was his girlfriend. But it's for the streets. As always, can't never trust a nigga. Don't put your trust in these niggas. Anyway, so long story short, Mark not wanting to go home. His crazy ass mama and all these other people, they just kept texting me and it just won't get in for me. But the second sneaky link with Mark is gonna be one of the next story times, cause that's when T was giving, like, that's when some things happened, some explicit parental advisory activity happened. So know to know that story time is gonna give y'all tea, period. But my first sneaky link was very dry and very boring and like very embarrassing because I got embarrassed because I didn't have my lighter. I wasn't prepared. And then my grandma came and cussed everybody out. And then my friend Lexus threw up everywhere. And then fucking my side main nigga came to pour his heart out to me, to my grandma, and my sneaky link was in the house. Like, what the fuck? And I have a first love that I was still talking to, so bitch, you know, it was anyway, y'all need to just subscribe to my channel. Y'all need to like this motherfucking video. And y'all need to tee the fuck up because it's gonna be a lot of funny ass videos. I don't know. I put a poll on my Instagram and y'all not gonna know my Instagram right now because no, I got Snapchat. But I put a poll on my Instagram and let people decide which story time I should have did, and they picked my first sneak link. I told these folks not to pick my first sneak link because it was very uneventful, but this is what the fuck I wanted. So, y'all, get into it because my next video is gonna be a smash or pass, and that's gonna give tea. Like, it's gonna be a lot of niggas because I know these hoes is messy, so I know they're gonna put a lot of niggas in here, and I just want y'all to know, don't get offended, baby, because I'm gonna tell you if I'm gonna smash you, and I'm gonna tell you if I'm gonna pass you, period. And that's what tea is giving, and that's just that. But thank y'all for watching this video if you made it all the way to the end, because it's 21 minutes and 40-something seconds right now. So I need to just, if you made it to the end, use a G, baby. Use a G. But anyway, I'm gonna catch y'all later on the motherfucking flip side, the hip side, the motherfucking bad bitch side, the real nigga side at the end. Until next time, continue to be a bad bitch and continue to be a real nigga. Period.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me, quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me. I tell them what I put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I run down on them before I have a nigga running me. Talk your shit, bite your lip, ask for a call while you ride that dick. Why you really ain't never got